after I give birth and we mashallah, mashallah. I wanna hear you say salam alaikum, salam
salam alaikum, salam alaikum, salam alaikum, salam alaikum,
salam alaikum, salam salam.
Hey, we in Saudi Arabia, baby. I told you after I gave birth, I was gonna have my tour.
We in Saudi Arabia, baby. I told ya after I give birth and we getting ready for the Little Miss Drama Tour.
Everybody's asking, Cardi, how did you lose so much weight after that birth? Baby, I've been stressed with Offset. He had me upset.
Everybody keep asking me, Cardi, how did you lose all that weight after the baby? Like, what did you do? You look great. I'll tell you how I did it. Stress.
Baby, book your ticket.
It is Christmas. Get your kids the tickets now. Don't be calling Cardi and say there's no more tickets. Mashallah. Mashallah.
Mashallah. Mashallah. Salam alaikum, salam salam. Saudi Arabia, how we doing tonight? Salam alaikum, salam salam. Saudi Arabia, how we doing tonight? Thank you for having me in your country. Everything is mashallah, mashallah. You ready for a
This is a little bit of a hot take, but it's so upsetting to me that Cardi B got so much support from the Muslim community just because she covered a bit more skin and went to Saudi Arabia. Now, let me clarify and say something. I am not upset that Cardi B immersed herself in Muslim culture. I think that's so cool. And I think that's so beautiful. And it's welcomed. People are welcomed when they do that. It's awesome. But here's the part that bugs me so much, is that when a Muslim is doing something within the community, all they get is side-eyed. All they get is lack of support and people viewing their content but not interacting with it on purpose. People knowing that they have a business but not supporting their business on purpose. On purpose. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like an embedded envy, an embedded jealousy, but why is it the moment Cardi B starts to immerse herself in Muslim culture, everybody is like, yeah, halal B, yeah. And the moment some other non-Muslim rapper says, mashallah, once in their 25-year music career, all the Muslims are like, yeah, they said mashallah. What about all the Muslim artists who have been repping our community? Where's the support for them, right? It's not that it bothers me the slightest that people that are not Muslim immerse themselves in the Muslim community. I think that is so cool. I think that people that do that are so empathetic and that they have such a kind humanitarian heart and they want to show love to other cultures. Chef's kisses to Cardi B and those artists that throw in the mashallahs. It's amazing. What's not amazing is the Muslim community not having the same energy for Muslims who rep Muslims.
I don't care what Cardi B said about Saudi. Cardi B is getting paid millions of dollars to pull whatever she pulled there, okay? I'm a fan, but when she mentioned restriction to women and homosexuality, in general, the reality in Saudi is very different than what she portrayed. People are still getting detained for having sex before marriage. Homosexuality is banned with the penalty of death. Activists are literally getting murdered and killed based on laws that are repressive towards minority groups, women, and whatever is against any political system that goes on in there. So just because you're part of a certain class in Saudi, living in a certain region that's a bit more open, I would say, to more stuff that are westernized, does not mean that Saudi is a safe space for men that are homosexual or women that are, in general, women. Thank you for keeping in mind that just because the media has said something, and this media is controlled by an industry of billions of dollars, and celebrities who are being controlled by millions of dollars are saying, does not mean that the reality on the ground is the same, okay? That applies not just to Saudi, that applies to all of the GCC, specifically these two, because it's dystopian. It's dystopian. And for everyone's like, oh my God, where's the proof? They destroy the proof. Women are not allowed to even report rape. Because if they do that, they will be detained because they had sex before marriage. Unconsensual sex before marriage.
I made a video yesterday basically saying that Cardi B was saying walaikum assalam wrong.
Salam alaikum, alaikum salam.
Safe to say, I got people mad, like really mad at me. I guess people thought I was dissing her. Dude, I would diss my own entire existence before I diss Cardi B. I was in 5th grade when Bodak Yellow came out. I've never looked back since. That's my girl. You're not gonna defend my girl from me. Trust me, if she saw my video, even she wouldn't be offended. People thought that I was saying, oh my gosh, Cardi's saying the word wrong. She's so disrespectful. No, it's not disrespectful that she said a word wrong. It doesn't matter. She was having fun. She was having silly goose moment. It's okay. More than anything, I was just having her back because that's like the only word I know too. Assalamu alaikum and walaikum assalam are like the only Arabic words that I know. And now that she's been to Saudi, she probably knows more Arabic words than I ever will in my life. If I was saying a word wrong, I would want people to let me know. So I was doing that to her, but in like a parasocial relationship way. Plus, I'm an immigrant. Trust me, I know a thing or two about saying words wrong. For the longest, I didn't know the difference between bad and bad. I'm just offended that people think I would diss my girl. Ugh.
Serious question. Cardi B performs in Saudi Arabia. We have complete silence. Where are the dawah bros? Where are the loud lectures about Islamic values? Where are the emergency reminders about fitna, modesty, music and haram? It's funny how that energy is saved for certain Muslims only. It disappears when it's money speaking. If a Muslim says something uncomfortable, suddenly he's dividing the ummah. But when a global artist promoting music, haram, zina, degrading women performs in the land of Medina and Mecca, complete silence. Don't question the ruler. Be quiet. This is not about Cardi B. He's consistent. The inconsistency is us. Scholars can speak loudly about birthdays, Christmas, music, the length of your trousers, but then they go silent when profit and money is involved. Then let's stop pretending this is about the deen. It's about access, about money, and about platforms. And the ummah notices. Selective outrage is not piety. It's cowardice.
What else you...
Okay, first, Dallani.
I'm Dalani.
Spoil me. Ana kashka. It means I'm luxurious, I'm fine.
What is it? I mean,
Ana kashka.
Oh, that sounds like baklava. What are you saying?
Ana
Kashka. Ana Kashka.
Aywa, you
Ana
are.
Kashka.
She is. And look at her today. She's in full Saudi. I love her.
I don't even play this.
Let me tell you something, Saudi Arabia. I like discounts. I like duty free. I like tax free. I like gifts. I like shopping. I like everything. I like everything.
All those requests. Now,
and let me tell you something. I don't like alcohol. I don't like nothing. I don't like none of that. Whatever you, I don't like nothing. I follow all the rules. I am a good woman.
Saudi Arabia, what are you doing? Cardi B was invited to Saudi Arabia to do a music festival. I mean, isn't Saudi Arabia meant to be Mecca and Medina? And it's the way that she's, as you can see on this scene, guys, right here. Assalamu alaikum, y'all. She's taken, you know what, out of that word. And then apparently now she's saying, this is what I heard, she was basically saying that she doesn't want to go back to America. She feels more safe here. Okay, that's a good thing, I guess. Yani Cardi B, if you're in Saudi Arabia and subhanAllah, Allah will guide you through that. Alhamdulillah. But we're talking about Saudi Arabia doing a musical festival, a music festival. That is totally haram. This is the land of Mecca and Medina. This is the land of Mecca and Medina. Imagine the land of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and there are things like that happening. What would Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam think of this ummah in 2025? Wallahi al-azim, it's actually crazy and mad. If they're doing this in 2025, what are they going to do in 2026? And what is it making your kids think about this when it's just like out there like it's normal? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fit. Did people attend it? Yeah. People went to it. Whatever you want to call it. No one, but you know, okay. It was full.
So when I went over there, they have a very strict dress code. Like there's women that like only you could see their eyes, and then there's women that wear the whole shebang, whatever.
but their face shows. And there's women that, like, you know, they are dressed regular. However, you cannot show that much skin. You know, you gotta be respectful. Supposedly, like, women are not allowed to wear red there. And of course, you cannot drink alcohol over there. I'm not sure what else is restricted over there.
Saudi Arabia invited Cardi B to perform there. In fact, this is the hottest topic in the Muslims world right now, because a lot of Muslims at the moment cannot believe what is happening in Saudi Arabia. Cardi B of all rappers, Cardi B of all people should not be invited there, according to them. Let's be honest, everyone knows the kind of songs Cardi B is singing. She hardly make a song without calling private parts. And we all know what Saudi Arabia is known for. In fact, every Muslim is looking up to Saudi Arabia. Visiting Saudi Arabia to perform Hajj is one of the pillars of Islam. So what kind of message is Saudi Arabia sending to the entire world? Now, if you tell a non-Muslim that you don't listen to songs or you don't listen to Cardi B, they already got a point against you that Saudi Arabia listens to Cardi B. Who are you not to listen to Cardi B? Who are you to tell the non-Muslims that listening to music is haram right now? Because Saudi Arabia is telling the world that, yeah, we listen to music. For those of you who do not notice, Saudi Arabia is trying to move to the liberal side of the world because they want to open their country up for tourism and they want everybody to feel welcome. We all know drinking alcohol is prohibited in Islam. A verse in the Holy Quran condemned drinking alcohol, and we all know Saudi Arabia's stand on that matter. In conclusion, a lot of Muslims are not happy with the way Saudi Arabia invited Cardi B there because they think Saudi Arabia is supposed to be a role model to all the Muslim countries. Moreover, since music is haram in Islam, why is Saudi Arabia, a popularly non-Islamic country, hosting a music show or even a music festival? On the other side, some people think it is not that deep. People of Saudi Arabia also deserve to have some fun. Besides, the music festival is not happening in Mecca or Medina, the holy cities. It's happening in Riyadh. But what do you guys think? Do you think Saudi Arabia should be hosting music festival? Do you think Cardi B should be invited? Or do you think the leaders of Saudi Arabia are doing too much at the moment? Let me know your opinions on the comment section. Spread the love, not the hate.
Cardi B is doing exactly what a lot of those Riyadh comedians were doing. So she went to Saudi Arabia, performed there, and then started pushing a bunch of propaganda on behalf of the Saudi Arabian government. Now, I know Cardi B said that she is not being paid by Saudi Arabia to push the propaganda, so I guess she's just doing it for free. But what she's doing right now is exactly what the Human Rights Foundation warned about when it came to the Riyadh Comedy Festival. The fact that you have these celebrities, you have these entertainers going to Saudi Arabia, lending their credibility, lending their audience, lending their celebrity to these dictators, to such a regressive regime. She's on the internet telling people that women in Saudi Arabia live in luxury. Any type of dissent. You know the thing we're afraid of happening to America, where people are constantly jailed for just having different thoughts and opinions? The thing that we're fighting against in America currently, yeah, they're doing that in Saudi Arabia. This is a part of a large-scale campaign to whitewash and culture wash and pink wash and greenwash Saudi Arabia to make it more favorable for these large-scale corporations and these AI data centers to go to Saudi Arabia and to build in Saudi Arabia. If she has a contract that's similar to a lot of what we saw with the Riyadh comedians, she's probably not allowed to criticize Saudi Arabia. Tim Dillon lost his spot because he had the nerve and the audacity to criticize Saudi Arabia. He was supposed to perform in Riyadh at the comedy festival. Also, please remember that Saudi Arabia is responsible for 9/11. Most of those hijackers were from Saudi Arabia. Most of those hijackers received funding from Saudi Arabia. Documents and reports linking Saudi Arabia to 9/11. Also remember that Saudi Arabia is responsible for the end of Jamal Khashoggi. A lot of these celebrities and influencers go to Saudi Arabia and they have these really amazing trips. And then they think that is representative of everything that Saudi Arabia is doing. This is not an exchange of culture. You are not helping the people of Saudi Arabia by giving credence to the same leaders that oppress them. Any of the progress that you've seen over the last decade is so they can become more favorable in the global economy. They are literally responsible for now I just know somebody is going to say, well, America is terrible. Girl, yes, America is terrible. That's why I'm warning to not go ahead and lend credence to another terrible country. What she's doing is what we would hate if a celebrity did to America. We would hate for a celebrity to be on the internet talking about how Donald Trump is doing so amazing when we both know that he's not doing amazing. I think it's happening with another celebrity right now, another female rapper, and there's rightfully anger about that. If I don't want this female rapper to do that, to whitewash a regressive regime, if I don't want comedians to whitewash a regressive regime,
I want to say some things about Cardi B in Saudi Arabia, and don't mind me, I look insane because I just woke up. But first of all, her outfit is very modest. She literally went on stage wearing something even over her head that looked like a hijab for some reason. But she's very modest. I don't think anyone asked her to wear all of that, because often you're supposed to cover up, but not to that point if you're not Muslim, you know. But when it comes to her, she did that. You can tell that she wanted to do that, because she's been saying for days that she's getting prepared for this. The only reason why I agreed to go to the concert, which I love Cardi B, obviously I love her music and I love her personality even more, but I would never, I'm not the type of person to go concerts that much, not really actually, but I've been watching her for days, and she's speaking about her concert. She's learning Arabic words. She's going around Riyadh. She is, you can tell that she wants to do this. She wants to get to know the space. She wants to get to know Saudi. And seeing all of this, I was like, okay, she's probably putting a show, and she's putting a show that is aligning with my culture, because in my culture, we do not, okay, there's always distance between you and other people. We do not like touching. We do not do all of those things that are in concerts outside. Like, I'm gonna show you my place. Like, you can tell how I got no one. Like, it was amazing. I had no one fucking annoying me or anything. Oh, sorry for cursing, but it was amazing to that point. And when it comes to all her songs, she literally tried not to curse as much. I don't think she cursed, actually. I mean, the crowd were cursing. I could hear them in the background, but she didn't. That's amazing. Thank you, Cardi. We love you for that. Her clothes is amazing. She was able to bring fashion, yet I don't think I ever seen her wearing something like this. This is amazing. This is, you know what? One day when she does one of those Vogue magazine interviews where she look at her outfits, I hope they pull up this outfit, because it was amazing. Even her dancers. By the way, I know some of her team, and I've been watching them. This is another reason why I got so excited to go. So many of her team members were going around Saudi, and they're having fun, and all of them are speaking how is it amazing. And they're not lying, because some of them are like, we can't drink here, we can't smoke here. Like, I seen some of them, but at the same sentence they end the sentence with, however, we are having fun, we are like literally at our highest. So this is amazing. I love when an artist respects my culture. I love when an artist respects Saudi Arabia. And she literally said in one of her live videos, I want to stay here. She said something like this, like, I want to stay here. America, if you want me back, pay me or something. Because I love how she appreciates everything. She literally said, everything here is new, like the lightings, the buildings, everything. And it is true. My country is amazing. Every part of it, from like whatever it is, it's amazing. The people here are amazing. And she's like the first artist that actually said all of those things, and all of this before her concert. So this is why I was like so excited to go, and then thank God I went. And yeah, her halal concert was the best concert ever. You could, like, in my video I did show that in the concert I was like front the lines, so I wasn't really with the crowd. And I remember I showed a picture, but even when I was there, I could literally hear people in the background, like my body is moving from their voices. That's how people were crazy about her. And by the way, she performed a song called Taki Taki. That song is with Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is like the biggest artist here in Saudi, and I'm assuming in Asia, because if you search, she has so many hits. So, and the biggest female rapper is probably Cardi B here in Saudi Arabia. I mean, according to numbers. So people know her already. Like, she get a #1 in iTunes here easily. Like, she doesn't need someone. She does not need to pay someone to lie about that. No, she is there. She was amazing. Everyone loved her. She's very respectful. She respected our culture, and that's such a nice thing. And by the way, she did not do this thing. So I'm a researcher, and I research in a lot of topics in university. One time I was researching the powers of culture, and sometimes cultures, people will sexualize them. Some not sexualize them actually. It's more like they will try to make a culture sexy. It happens a lot with the Indian culture. And when it comes to our culture, you have people such as Lato, I think it's a rapper, and I seen a picture of her that went viral of her holding the money and wearing the abaya in such a specific way that she's trying so hard to make it sexy when it's not meant to be sexy. But when it comes to Cardi, she actually wore the right abaya and the right way, and she did everything the right way. Like, she was very respectful, so she actually deserved an applause for that. And yeah, that was basically my experience. And I just, if you come to my country and if you respect the culture and if you respect everything the same way as Cardi, obviously we will respect you back, because this is how we do it. So, and she did that, so that was nice of her. And I noticed that the people that were saying that this was a paid sponsorship and paid statement, whatever it is, are from my research, because I had to search the other female artists. So basically it's another rapper, and it's a rapper that we didn't invite, so I'm assuming that they're mad because we didn't invite the other rapper. But to be fair, we do love Cardi B, but we don't love the second one. If we did, we would have made an offer, but we never did in the sandstorm. So you could be mad as much as you want, but do not throw that on another artist's success, because whatever that Cardi B did in Saudi Arabia, it was success, and it was very nice of her. And I really love anyone who, if you appreciate my culture, I will appreciate you. So Cardi B, thank you so much.